Justin Bieber just turned Twitch into his personal therapy session, and it's already shaking the internet. That's right, the pop star's brand new streaming era has taken a wild turn. What started as chill basketball games and fan chats has now spiraled into emotional confessions about jealousy, faith, and marriage struggles, all live, all unfiltered. And one viral clip in particular has fans questioning whether Justin's Twitch era might actually be the beginning of something much deeper, or much darker. Welcome back, Juicy Besties. Before we dive in, a massive shout out to everyone supporting Celeb Juices. You all are the reason we're so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. So if you love insider celeb stories mixed with real gossip and smart speculation, hit that subscribe button right now, and get ready, because the juice today runs deep. Justin Bieber's new Twitch era, the unexpected move. Let's start from the beginning. Justin Bieber surprised fans by joining Twitch just a few days ago. It wasn't a promo stunt or a brand deal, he just logged on, played basketball with friends, and talked to viewers like any normal guy would. Fans were loving it, the energy felt different. After years of carefully curated interviews and polished Instagram posts, this was raw Justin. He told viewers, "We're going to be doing this pretty much every day." And true to his word, he's been live almost daily since. It's casual, it's relaxed, and honestly, it's been a refreshing side of him we haven't seen in a long time. But the excitement didn't last long. Because soon, one particular stream went viral, and not for the reasons Justin might have hoped. Before we get into what actually went down, let me ask you this. Do you think celebrities should be this open on live platforms like Twitch? Or should they protect their privacy more, especially when emotions are high? Hold on to that thought, because the next part is where the chaos begins. The viral stream, when things got too personal. So, here's what happened. During one of his streams, Justin was just hanging out, eating takeout, chatting with friends, and having a relaxed talk about Christianity. Nothing unusual, right? Then, out of nowhere, he started reflecting deeply on his life. He told fans that outside opinions don't really affect him anymore because, as he put it, God thinks I'm awesome. He went on to say that if the creator of galaxies loves him, then no criticism from anyone on earth could bring him down. On paper, that sounds like a healthy mindset. But when Justin's tone shifted toward his marriage, things got intense. He admitted that HAILEY doesn't always like when he overshares on stream. He even said that sometimes he can be dismissive in their relationship. But then he added something that sparked a wave of online debate. He said he forgives himself because God forgives him. That line right there set off a firestorm. Clips flooded TikTok, Reddit threads exploded, and the phrase, Justin Bieber accountability, started trending. Fans were split. Some said it was powerful to see him being open about his faith. Others accused him of using religion as a shield, a way to avoid taking responsibility for how he treats HAILEY. And honestly, that's where things started getting complicated. Because when Justin went on to admit that he's jealous of other men whose lives seem to be working out, it sounded like he was admitting to some deeper insecurities about himself, his marriage, and maybe even his career. The juiciest part, fans think this might be the most real Justin has ever been, but also the most unstable. So the big question now is Justin finding healing through Twitch, or is he unintentionally unraveling in front of millions? Let's talk about how fans, and even insiders, are interpreting this next. Fans react, worry, support, and speculation. The internet has been torn in half. On one side, you've got fans who say this is exactly the Justin they've been waiting to see. Vulnerable, honest, human. They argue that we're seeing a side of him that fame has always filtered out, a man who's struggling, growing, and finding peace through faith and connection. But the other side of the fandom, they're worried, and not without reason. Some think Justin's oversharing could cause major issues in his marriage, especially since he admitted HAILEY isn't comfortable with it. Others say it's giving déjà vu, like when he used to go on Instagram Live during emotional breakdowns years ago. Many are calling this Justin's Twitch spiral. That might sound harsh, but the comparison is being made to how other celebs, like Kanye West or Britney Spears, have publicly processed deep personal issues online, only to face backlash later. Meanwhile, HAILEY has stayed completely silent on social media since the clip went viral. No likes, no stories, nothing. That silence has only fueled more speculation that there's tension behind the scenes. Some fans even pointed out that HAILEY unfollowed a few fan pages that were resharing Justin's Twitch clips. It could mean nothing, or it could mean she's had enough of her private life being live-streamed for the world to analyze. And then there's another theory, that Justin's newfound openness might be part of a bigger spiritual journey. Insiders say he's been reconnecting with his church community, trying to find balance between fame, faith, and family. Maybe Twitch is his way of doing that, but if that's true, it's a very public road to take. Still, we can't ignore the fact that this unfiltered approach has fans glued to their screens. Every stream brings new confessions, subtle jabs, and emotional reveals. The engagement numbers are skyrocketing. So the question becomes, is Justin doing this for connection, or for control? The marriage angle, is HAILEY Bieber at her breaking point? This is where things get extra juicy. Because if you've followed Justin and HAILEY's relationship, you know it's been through countless ups and downs. From constant comparisons to Selena Gomez, to internet bullying, to the baby trap rumors earlier this year, their marriage has been tested publicly again and again. Now, fans are speculating that HAILEY might be reaching her limit. The fact that Justin admitted she doesn't like when he overshares, and then continued oversharing anyway, feels like a quiet red flag. It suggests that either Justin isn't hearing her boundaries, or he's too wrapped up in his own need for connection right now. There's also the emotional contrast. HAILEY has always curated her online image to look calm, composed, and fashion-forward. Meanwhile, Justin's streams feel chaotic, spontaneous, and raw. Two very different approaches to fame. And when those worlds collide, the results can be messy. Some fans even believe this might be a sign that Justin's trying to find validation outside the marriage, not romantically, but emotionally. Like he needs the live chat to fill a gap that HAILEY can't. If that's true, it paints a picture of a couple who are together but emotionally disconnected. Which, ironically, is something Justin himself hinted at when he said he sometimes feels jealous of other men whose lives work out. Could this be the early signs of another public breakdown, or the start of a major comeback rooted in self-reflection? We'll explore that next. Is this Justin's breakdown or his rebirth? Here's the big speculation moment. Juicy besties, because depending on how you interpret Justin's words, this could either be his downfall or his redemption arc. On one hand, this might be Justin finally breaking free from Hollywood's pressure to be perfect. Maybe he's using Twitch as a space to rebuild himself honestly, to show fans that even megastars have doubts, jealousy, and insecurity. But on the other hand, this could be a familiar pattern. We've seen this before with Justin. Every time he gets raw and unfiltered, he ends up backtracking, apologizing, or disappearing from social media altogether. Remember his YouTube docuseries Seasons? That was supposed to be his healing journey too, yet here we are again, watching him question everything live on camera. And what's more, every time Justin opens up like this, it raises uncomfortable questions about his marriage, his mental health, and whether the people around him are helping or enabling. Fans online are already predicting that something big is coming, either a heartfelt interview, a new project inspired by this spiritual awakening, or, as some more dramatic fans are saying, a public separation announcement. We're not saying that's guaranteed, but if we've learned anything about the Biebers, it's that what starts as a minor issue, online usually turns into a headline within weeks. Fan theories and future impact. Some juicy fan theories have already begun circulating. One major theory is that Justin might be gearing up for a new faith-based project, maybe a worship album, a documentary, or even a collaboration with his old church group. Others think he's trying to rebrand himself spiritually before stepping away from mainstream pop altogether. There's also a growing idea that Twitch could become Justin's escape route from the music industry. Think about it. He's been talking for years about wanting peace, family, and simplicity. What if this is his soft exit? A move toward authenticity instead of celebrity? But of course, with every spiritual awakening comes skepticism. Some insiders believe this might actually strain his relationship with HAILEY even more, especially if his fans start siding with his new, vulnerable, image and framing her as the uptight one. You see how quickly narratives form online. and once the internet chooses sides, there's no turning back. So, juicy besties, let's debate. Do you think Justin's Twitch era will heal him and his marriage, or will it expose more cracks than ever before? And if you were Hailey, would you support this public vulnerability, or draw the line? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over. The new era of Justin Bieber as of now, Justin's still streaming daily, laughing one moment, soul-searching the next, and unintentionally giving us front row seats to the most unfiltered chapter of his life. Maybe this Twitch chapter will redefine how we see Justin Bieber, not as the perfect pop star, but as a complex, imperfect man searching for meaning in front of millions. Or maybe, it'll be the breaking point that forces him and Hailey to finally step back from the spotlight altogether. Either way, one thing's for sure, the juice is just getting started. And if you thought this was wild, you have to check out our recent deep dive on how Justin's past lyrics may have secretly foreshadowed all of this. His marriage struggles, his faith battles, even the jealousy he's talking about now. Click over to that video next, because trust me, juicy besties, it connects everything. Until next time, stay tuned, stay juicy, and I'll catch you in the next Celeb Juices spill.